Today we are talking about Bond, James Bond. Now if you're a James Bond fan, you have seen all the movies, especially the Daniel Craig ones, you will have a good time in the theatres. But if you haven't seen any of them or you don't like them, maybe not for you. Personally, I am someone who hadn't seen any Bond films. In the last few months, I watched all the Daniel Craig ones because I wanted to see this one because it has my favorite actor Rami Malek. And I know him before he won Oscar for Bohemian Rhapsody from his amazing show Mr. Robot. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's on Amazon. Now I've shared my thoughts about the previous films in my end of the month streams, and I'm not really a huge fan of the films. Definitely as it went, it became better and better, and I think this one can be considered the best among them. So that was my journey about these Bond films. Let's see how the latest one fared. Hello guys, I'm Prince, Nona Prince, totally copied that from Cage, Jimmy Cage. And today we'll be talking about No Time to Die 007, the latest Hollywood film, the 5th Daniel Craig Bond film as well as his last one, directed by Cary Joji Fukunaga. This will be a non-spoiler review, so don't worry. Now this one is the last one, and of course it's talking about the legacy of James Bond and Daniel Craig playing the title character. And at many moments the film is meta also. It's referencing itself being the last film as we have a new 007, and even in the film it's about his legacy as James Bond 007. Now definitely this one is more emotional and it's very different than the previous films where it's more about the gadget and action. This one is more emotional, it's more grounded in some sense, and there's a lot of drama. And definitely you need to check out the previous films to really enjoy it fully, especially the last one, Spectre. Now I think the best thing this franchise did was making it a whole arc of this character through these films. Now I know previous Bond films were standalone, they didn't really connect very much, but these one did, and I think it finally paid off in this film because the times have changed. With the huge success of Marvel Cinematic Universe, people really enjoy connective stories, and it really helps this narrative which is very outlandish at moments. It's very illogical too, which I had a big issue with in the initial films. A lot of convenient writing which I really hate. This film had a lot of logical scenes which I really liked. I felt the action sequences had stakes, unlike the previous films where James Bond can do anything, he doesn't really care, he's not really fighting for anything, oh just have to save the world, that's it. But here there were some emotional and personal stakes, and every time it felt as a challenge for James Bond. It was not very easy for him, and also thematically there's a lot of challenging of ideas and notions. It's also ideological war about the public safety, the measures which are taken by security forces of different nations and how it can backfire, what is right, what is wrong. So the film gets into that too. There's a lot of comedy which really surprised me and which I really liked. It was fun. Definitely the standout has to be Amade Amras. She had a really small role, but that whole time it was really fun. Her interaction with Daniel Craig, and we know they both were together in Knives Out, so that was interesting callback also. And there were some meta lines too there. Also there was this banter with the new 007 which I liked. They didn't stretch it much. Now one disappointing thing for me was Rami Malek. The reason I watched these films, he was barely in the film. He had so less sequences, and whenever he was on screen I was loving it, but I wish he was more there. And even the way his arc got resolved was very unclimactic and underwhelming. I was expecting more, at least from the character he was playing. It ended up being the same cliche villain. Now the ending was good, quite emotional. You really feel for the character going through all these movies, and it was a nice send-off for Daniel Craig, and it will resonate to people who really like the franchise and follow it. It will mean something to them. But anyways, it was nice getting to know a character who's so big in pop culture and already talks about who will be the next Bond has started. So definitely the character is way big than any actor or a franchise or a movie, and definitely we'll be getting a lot of Bond films in the future. No denying that fact. Now for a spoiler talk on the movie, you can check out the second channel, Indian Society, where we'll be breaking it down. The link will be in the description. Go check out the channel too. We explore all Marvel, DC, superheroes, anime, games, everything there. Through channel membership, you can support this channel and help me continue this journey ahead. And in turn, you get various perks. To know more, click on the join button. For more information, check out the community page. So guys, that was the video. Thank you for watching. If you like this, hit the thumbs up button. Share this video in the comments your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed yet, check out the videos. If you like them too, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.